Mummy!
Riya, look at the state of you.
Mummy!
We left you alone for 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yes. You was eating your dinner and then what happened?
Apple.
What happened? Oh, is that what happened? What are you doing? Stop putting it on your hair.
She was super affectionate. Her affection was massive. The minute I'd come through the door, I'd get hugged, she'd sit on my lap, we'd sit together.
She used to talk about love all the time. She used to draw hearts, write love everywhere.
She loved to eat like duck, sausages, but she hated pizza, which we couldn't understand. Now, what kid hates pizza?
Is this all it's gonna be? Gold dust shimmers on my feet. They lay me down and the sky turned pink. And is this all it's gonna be? Gold dust shimmers on my feet. And they lay me down.
It took us a long time to get Riya. So we spent 10 years trying to have a child.
This was a journey we both went through to try and have a child. So whatever needed to be done, I was always there. Yes, I was excited, but I don't think it really hit home until Riya was born.
We felt like we were the luckiest people on earth, like to have 2 kids when we struggled so much. It was like, this is it, family's made. And from a very young age, from when she was about 1, we noticed that she was very loving and caring. She loved giving hugs to everybody, and like that was the first thing she'd do. Anyone, she'd run up and give you hugs, and I do miss those.
I cried. I never used to cry. She always called me heartless. But the minute I held my daughter, I cried. My life changed. And from that point onwards, I did everything for my daughter, Riya. My whole life revolved around her.
She was quite creative as well. She loved art, doodling. She loved her Lego. She loved dancing. She absolutely adored her little sister and all her cousins and all her relatives. She was just a very empathetic child. She used to worry about everyone else if they were upset. She'd want to try and find a way to help them. And she was just a special child. So anyone who met her just had an instant connection with her. She was that kind of personality. From a very young age, she loved to meditate, which I found, again, it was like this old soul in her. She'd like, bedtime, she'd go upstairs and I'd find her sitting in her bed in a meditative position, and I'm like, what are you doing? And she'd be like, I'm meditating. I'm like, carry on. Or sometimes she'd ask me to sit upstairs and meditate with her. So we used to listen to like mantras and stuff on the phone and meditate together. Even going shopping, she never used to ask for too much, but one thing she really wanted was her own room, mainly because her little sister never used to let her sleep. So if Riya went to bed, she could fall asleep within 20 minutes, she'll be out, but her little sister could take over an hour.
The look on her face when she's eating a crispy duck, aromatic duck, she's chomping on it and it looks like she's just like your mom.
She used to get house envy actually when she used to go to her friends' houses and they'd be all nice and big and spacious. So she did used to say, oh, why can't we have a house like that? So we thought, right, finally making it happen, and she was so excited that she was going to get her own room. So we started the work. She came to see it when it was still a building site.
My youngest daughter, Nikki, she had a temperature, like all kids do, around that sort of time of year. We gave her Nurofen, Calpol, managed it. Then my wife, Gita, she had a bit of a temperature. Feeling a bit under the weather again, gave her some Nurofen, whatever stuff that I don't take, I don't really take it. And she got better. And then Riya got it, so we didn't think anything of it. And this was the week before Christmas.
And then unfortunately, she never got to physically come back to see it. So, house is done, we've moved back in. Nikki absolutely is loving it, having her own space. It's helped her a lot to be back home. But for myself and Mukesh, it just still feels like a house. It doesn't quite feel like our home. because there's a big part of it missing.
By Thursday, when I got back from work, Gita goes, look, she's not great. Let's take her to take her to hospital and get her checked out. And we did, but at the time they were letting one parent in only. So Gita went in because Gita was with her most of the day, so she could answer any questions that the doctors had.
So then we saw a doctor. He checked her throat and said, yep, he can see it's quite red. And then just felt her glands, checked her chest with the stethoscope, and then checked her heart rate, and then that's all he did. So he said that, oh, it looks like it's viral tonsillitis, without doing any other tests, no blood tests, no nothing else. He didn't even check her blood pressure, but he said her heart rate's really high. So I said, okay, and I asked him, could this be strep A? Because it was going round at the time, and he was like, no, it's not strep A. So I was like, okay. He just told me it's viral tonsillitis. So I said, well, can you give her antibiotics because she's really sick? No, we don't give it for viral tonsillitis.
I sent her home and said she's got tonsillitis again. Didn't really think anything of it. She's never really been ill before to this level. So I thought, you know what, she's a pretty strong kid and she'll bounce back, she'll be okay.
So we took her home and she slept with me that night in bed, so I can just keep an eye on her.
I went to work on the Friday. She wasn't 100% again. Come back home about 5:30 and Gita goes, look, she's not great.
We tried to give her some Calpol and she actually coughed it up, and that never really happens. So I was like, oh God. So I said, let me use the throat spray on you again. So let me use that to soothe your throat. So when she opened her mouth, I couldn't see the back of her throat.
And she really didn't want to go back to hospital. And she was crying on me. And as soon as I walked in through the door, she was sitting on my lap. She always sat on my lap when she wasn't well. And I convinced her, after about an hour or so, I convinced her, at least just go and get her checked out, because she's not normal, or normal how she used to be when she was ill. I stood her up.
And then as she stood up, she started choking. It wasn't really choking now, we know. Her throat just totally closed up. And she said, we panicked. As soon as she started doing that, she said, I can't breathe. And the look in her eyes.
It sounded like she coughed. And then the last words she said to me, looking at me, were, Daddy, I can't breathe. And she collapsed in my arms. And at that point, I started CPR. Gita was already on the phone to 999. I was giving her mouth to mouth and I was doing the compressions.
I just picked up my phone straight away and I just dialed 999. So I was on the phone to them when she collapsed. So her eyes just rolled back. Then she collapsed onto the floor. Well, she collapsed and Max held her and laid her down on the floor. And he started doing CPR on her.
And then the ambulance turned up like a minute and a half later. I didn't realise that was the last time I was going to hold her. And she never regained consciousness after that. Never held her again.
Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Find light in the beautiful sea. I chose to be happy.
I'm so excited because I'm here under the Eiffel Tower in person, and I've always wanted to come.
I'm alive, we're like diamonds in the sky. I knew that we'd become
They gave her adrenaline to try and get it back. We thought they told us initially it was 11 minutes that her heart stopped. But now we know that it was actually 22 minutes. So she wasn't getting any oxygen to the brain.
As a parent, you have one job, and I couldn't fulfill it. And she's not here. So, yeah, I'm not the same person I was. Definitely not the same person I was. Yeah, that was probably the worst week of my life. Not knowing if she'd ever wake up again.
And I just wouldn't accept the fact that it might go that way. So this was like Christmas Day. They kind of told us, you know, it's not looking good. Every update we were getting, it was not looking good. But I still felt hopeful. I even went down to the chapel with Mukesh, and I literally broke down in front of a statue of Mary and Jesus, and I prayed to Jesus. It's like, it's Christmas Day, I need a Christmas miracle. You know, just give us this Christmas miracle that I pull through this.
And she didn't. She didn't wake up.
Organ donation team came, and they didn't even finish asking us the question. They just asked us, have we considered organ donation? And as soon as they said it, myself and Mukesh both said at the same time, yes, we'll do it. And it wasn't sort of, it didn't feel like it was us giving that consent. It was just, we knew the type of girl Riya was, and she'd do absolutely anything to help anyone, any way she could. And she managed to save 4 people. So, yeah, so her heart went to a little girl in Germany, a 1-year-old girl in Germany. And her liver went to a 6-month-old boy here. And her kidneys, one each, went to 2 gentlemen, one in their 40s and one in his 50s. So she's managed to give all of these people a new lease of life.
Being super elated that I'm a dad of a girl, to like, I don't know, being completely broken. I'm not the same person I was. I don't think I ever will be. I feel like I failed. All that I tried, I know I tried, and everyone says it isn't my fault. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but that's not the point. As a parent, you have one job, and I couldn't fulfill it. And she's not here.
It's quite bittersweet. It's comforting to know that she's helped somebody, but it's still sad that we had to lose our beautiful daughter for that to happen.
I'm alive, we're like diamonds in the sky. I knew that we'd become one right away. Oh, right away. At first sight, I felt the energy of sun rays. I saw the life inside. So shine bright tonight, you and I. to the universe as we moonshine and Mali. Feel the warmth, we'll never die. We're like diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star, I see. A vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky.
We've decided to do Riya's rainbow ball on what would be her 10th birthday. One of the reasons was we promised her that we're going to have a big party for her 10th birthday because she's always wanted one of those. And it was originally a small event for family and friends, and we were going to just raise money and donate gifts to Great Ormond Street. But Mukesh decided to make it large and now it's turned into this big event. So we're setting up Riya's Rainbows charity. So we've got the organisation set up already. We're just waiting for the charity status to come through, and we'll be funding just specific projects. So one of the projects is Great Ormond Street. The intensive care unit is going through a refurbishment. So they've got a 2-year project where they're going to be refurbishing that unit. So we decided to have, and this is something they've wanted as well, a space just for kids, like a kids' room with, you know, sensory toys and, you know, stuff for them, activities, whatever they want to do. So while their parents are in with their sick child in the unit, their other children can be in this safe space and just, you know, away from all the trauma. So that's our current projects, but moving forward, we will be doing annual events, fundraising. We'll just, you know, recruit friends and family if they're doing a bake sale here or there. Just do it on behalf of Riya's Rainbows, so we can continue to sponsor these event days and any other projects that come up for Gosh, and maybe other charities that we might be working with in the future as well.